What is up, YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with another deck profile, and this time it's Super Quantums. It's been a long time since I did a deck profile on Super Quantums, but with the new Dragoon package, I think this deck got a boost, but it did change a lot from the last time because we were running the Brilliant Fusion engine, and I was really hoping that it would come back like even to 1 on this last ban list, but unfortunately didn't. So I had to think long and hard on how to replace the Brilliant Fusion engine, and I found a replacement, so we'll get to that. But with that said, without any further ado, let's get on to the deck profile, starting with the main deck. So Super Quantum deck, obviously standard. You're running the triple White Ranger, or White Layer. White, what it does 3 things. First, if it gets sent to grave, you get to add a level 1 Alphan from deck to hand, so that's really cool. So it gives you just advantage. Oh yeah, and I did mention that this deck does play Dragoons, and one beneficial thing about this deck in particular, and its synergy with Dragoons, is that you get a lot of advantage when stuff hits grave. So you can pitch this and get like Alphan from deck to hand, or from grave to hand. And then this card can also special summon itself by sending another Super Quantum monster from either hand or field to grave. So that's really cool. And then on summon, it can dump any ranger, so you proc their effect, and then you change this guy's level. So that's really cool. So it's just really, really good for making your XZEUS plays. Next up, you're on Triple Red Ranger. Yes, this is not an Infernal deck profile. This is where it belongs, Red Layer, and a Super Quantum deck profile. So obviously it can special summon itself if you have no monster on field. If it gets sent to grave, you can special a Super Quantum from grave, but its effects is negated. And yeah, it's really good. Like when you reveal with like blue, you reveal red. So if you summon red, you can also add like from grave to hand. So obviously you can special summon itself, but its other effect is when a special normal you can add from grave to hand. Again, just giving you a lot of advantage. So that's really cool. Run triple green. Again, just helps you swarm board on normal summon or special summon. It can special a Super Quant from hand. So again, like this is a Dragoon based build, so you can just easily link 2 like that. And then when it's sent to its graveyard effect is not that good. When it gets sent to grave, you can pitch a Quantum to dig. So if you have like a dead Quantum, maybe you want to proc in hand, you can, and then you just draw a card. But unfortunately, pitches cost. So yeah, but it's a level 4, so it helps you go into your rank 4 plays. Next, we run triple blue. On summon, you get to reveal 3 from deck, that's Alpha. When this card is summoned, you get to basically search, and when it's sent to grave, it's like an Avarice but without the draw. So I guess it's just good in the grind game. But yeah, on summon, you definitely this is your main way of getting to field spell, and field spell is what helps you go into Great King Magnus. And then last of the Super Quantum monsters, 3 Alphan. It's kind of like your wild card, you could say, because on summon you contribute it, and then you can reveal 3 different Super Quants from deck, and then randomly select 1, special summon it, send the other 2 grave. So this will trigger the other 2 Super Quants, and then you get a body on board. So that's really cool. So you trigger the summon effect for whatever. So this card's really cool, and it's searchable, like I said, with white. So that's really cool. That's it for the Super Quantum monsters. Let's quickly get onto the sub packages. So for the first sub package, we're running the Danger package. So the 1 Nessie, the 1 Such, the 1 Jackalope, the 1 Chupacabra, and the 1 Mothman. So again, this is a XZ spam deck. So and we have like a good blend of levels. We have the 4s, we have the 3s, and we have the 1/7. So they all like mesh pretty well with the deck, and just helps you dig. Like you definitely want to see field spell, and then if you hit any of your Super Quantum monsters, that's fine because you're just gonna trigger their effects. So that's really cool. So I think that's a really good sub package. Next sub package we run is the double Time Thief Winder and the 1 Bezel ship. So if you guys don't know what these cards do, basically you can, if this card in your hand, you can detach a material from an XZ monster, special summon it. And then when summoned, you could summon, search a Time Thief card. So you summon Bezel Ship, and then when you have Bezel Ship from grave, it can special summon itself by detaching a monster, from XZ material. So essentially, if you can resolve him, then you search that, and then you can pitch this to upgrade another monster, and then now you have 2 level 4, so now you can make the green Megazord. So it's just another good rank 4 engine. Another good rank 4 engine that I'm splashing in lieu of the Brilliant Fusion package is the Performage engine. So we have triple damage juggler, 1 trick clown, and 1 hat tricker. So these guys the damage juggler is good to pitch off the field spell, and then the hat tricker is another free body on board along with the trick clown. So again, it's another really good card to pitch off the Magnacarrier. So, and to round off the monsters, we have 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon, 1 Dark Magician for the Dragoon package. Again, I'm going to be posting the deck list down in the description box below, but I believe that is 30 monsters. So that's it for the monsters. We're moving on to spells. We have 10 spells. The triple of the Magnacarrier. Definitely want to see this card as soon as possible. Helps you go into your Magnus plays. If you can't get into Great Magnus, you're fine. All you have to do is go into Dragoons and you're straight. And then just a bunch of extenders. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Terraforming for the other Magnacarrier, 1 Reasoning. Again, all different levels, so you're probably going to hit one. Even if you don't, you're going to probably proc Graveyard Effect. 1 for 1 because it's a free Fairy Alphan. 1 Foolish. Again, you can send like Damage Juggler or any of your Quantums to trigger their Grave Effect, like red, to get a free Monster Reborn. 1 E-Telly because of blue, and blue will get you your field spell. And last but not least, the 1 Red Eyes Fusion for the Dragoons package. Okay, that's it for the main deck. That should be 10 spells, 30 monsters. Let's quickly get into the side deck. So we have double Nibiru, 1 Pankratops, just for your board breaker cards. Next up for the traps, we have triple Evenly Match for those back row decks. Good against Dogmatica Eldritch. They don't really put up negates, but yeah, you just want to get rid of their field. And then the next trap we run is Red Reboot. For the spells, 1 Regeki, 1 Mind Control, triple Forbidden Chalice. This is like a budget imperm, you could say. And then last for back row decks, we run the triple Twin Twisters. So yeah, that wraps up for the side deck. Let's quickly get on to the extra deck. We run the 1 Borrelsword for OTKing. So if you're going second, you can just put up a bunch of monsters and then you just swing for the OTK. The 1 Knightmare Phoenix for back row decks. The 1 Verte Anaconda for Dragoons. And then, obviously, the 1 Dragoons. So that's what makes the deck good. If Verte or Dragoons gets hit, to be honest, I really don't know how you'd play this deck. Another deck I've been theorizing with Super Quantums is like a blind second variant where if they hit Dragoons, that's fine, because then you can make Anaconda for like Rainbow Neos and then just play that way. That's really cool. And then we have the Spice, the 1 AA-ZEUS, because this is an Xyz deck, but more so, this actually looks like a Megazord, so it just fits the archetype so well, like from the design standpoint. Obviously, it's better in like a Zodiac version, which you could splash like a Zodiac engine in Super Quantums, but I mean, the build that I'm showcasing you today is just based on like Magnacarrier, and you just want to have like good discard fodder. So you just run like a sub like the Time Thief engine or the Performage engine just to pitch, and then you get your pluses off your pitch, and then you get a free rank 4. So that's the plan. I would say this. I definitely missed the Brilliant Fusion version of this deck, but if you ever get it back, I'm going back to like Lone Fire Blossom, Predaplant, Orphis Scorpio, Predaplant, Darlingtonia. Those cards really help the deck a lot more consistently. This deck doesn't really go Magnus that consistently, but at least it has a fallback plan on Dragoon, so that's really cool. Next up for the Megazords, you just run 2 of each, like 2 of the big boy. That's kind of like the goal of the deck, just summon out Magnus. Sometimes you can get Magnus with Dragoons, which is really insane. Next up, we have double of the White Megazord, this is a Monster Negate, double of the Green Megazord, this is a Book of Moon. And it's a quick effect if it has like a Ranger as a material, so that's really cool. Double Blue Megazord, basically spell and trap removal, and then double of the Red Megazord, which is your monster removal. So Yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments on how I can make the deck better, please leave it down in the comment section below. I really want to make this deck as consistent as possible into getting great Magnus. And if you have any good sub-engines in mind, please leave them down in the comment section. I'll definitely consider those options. Thanks again so much for watching, and have a nice day.